Hey everybody, it's me again. Just wanted to kind of do another little episode. Probably going to be two different ones. So you'll have this one here and then another video following. The first one here is going to be basically about an anxiety kind of thing. Really, it's more stress relief than anything else. I was reading an article today. There was a gentleman who was talking about, buying his first, pricey frying pan. And it'd been his lifelong goal to do it, and how it made him feel and all that. And it got me thinking about things that I have purchased over the years. And I'm not a rich guy by any means, so usually I end up trying to find that best deal and shop for the biggest bargains and all that. And sticking along the frying pan line there, I'm like everyone else. I go to Walmart, I'll buy that $10 frying pan or the $20 frying pan, and it's got that big old non-stick coating, and whatever they might say that's going to be the best frying pan you'll ever own. You won't need another one in the world. And then usually within less than a year's time, it's worn down and the non-stick is flaking, and you end up having to replace it. So then, constant kind of cycle of that. And I've over the years, I've tried to buy, on the upper end of items, just because I've understood that, when you put your money to it, you usually get your value out of it. But, like I say, the bargain hunter in me always tries to do it differently. And I always end up getting disappointed and, getting mad at myself for, doing something stupid by, buying cheap and, having to replace it. And, frying pans are no exception. It's one of those things that about probably 3 or 4 years ago, we purchased a fairly higher end stainless sandwich between aluminum kind of set from Costco, and we loved it overall, but because it's stainless, it was one of those that kept sticking all the time, and so we had our frustrations with that. And when you get into that frustration, it gets to that point where you go to cook and you're like, God, I don't want to cook, because now I'm going to have to clean the stupid pan. It's going to be a pain. And then you start dreading doing those, simple, ordinary tasks. But here, gosh, it's been about 6 months now. We did purchase a Hexclad set. And it was one of those, I really lamented, buying it, because, 7-piece set was like $700. It's like, why would I want to spend $700 on a cooking set? And then, of course, in my mind's trying to tell me, hey, dummy, you probably spent more than that over the last 10 years and stuff, and not been happy with it. And, just put your money to it. So, talked with the wife. We did. We purchased it. And, I have to say, been absolutely thrilled with it. One of the best things I've ever made a purchase for. And more than anything, as far as the quality goes of it, it's easy cleaning. It's very easy cooking. You get benefits of both, your nonstick, and also having that, surface temperature being distributed evenly. The biggest part of it was I found that I was no longer dreading, cleaning the product. I was no longer dreading, oh my God, is it going to fall apart on me? It actually made me happy every time I wanted to cook, and I cook more often now because of it. So I find that just to make that one simple little change, changing that one thing, that, not going so cheap, spending a little bit more, and it actually ends up making my life happier in the end, just because of the fact that, You know, I'm not having that dread in there. So, you know, if you can think about that, if you're that kind of person that, you know, you purchase something and it falls apart 2 months later, or you're constantly having problems with it, and, you know, then you can kind of have to think to yourself, well, did I buy it cheap? Did I buy a bargain? Or what's going on? If you are, maybe we'll think about rethinking that analogy and going with something a little better. Might help your life out a little bit more. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to you later. Bye.